What's up, my pinkies? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would share with you my pink and blue full glam look. If you're curious on how I achieved this look, keep on watching. In the meantime, welcome. Please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and share below. Thanks, guys. We want to start with primer. This is my favorite E.L.F. primer. Palette on the skin. On the eyes. And smooth down into the neck. Okay. Next, of course, is my favorite foundation, the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows foundation. Take a pump on my hands. Nice thing about the Burt's Bees Goodness Glows foundation is that it's very buildable too. So I have this little breakout going on over here. I just put in a little extra on there and it blends right in. I'm just going to go in and set the liquid foundation with a little more Mercier. And just go over wherever I put my foundation. Don't forget to blend down into the neck. Okay. Next we're going in with our contour slash bronzer. I'm using my Tarte Park Avenue Princess and combining Carrot and Diamonds. Just a little higher than the hollow of the cheek. along the neckline. A little on the temples and the forehead. And squish up the brush so it's a little bit of a point. And a little light contour on the nose. My favorite palette for this look is Colourpop Ooh La La. And I'm going to take my usual fluffy brush and I'm going in with a combination of Sandbar and Opulent. And even though it's a diffuser brush, you can see how we went right out of the gate with a nice little punch of color. But you see how nice and easy that's blending out. That's what you want. We're going to go in on this eye. We'll see how far we want to take it. Make sure they're even. Always want to go a little at a time, because it's always easier to blend out when it's a little at a time than when you go into with it too much and then try to blend it all out, unless you know what you're doing, because it takes a lot longer. I just want to take down the temperature of the magenta just a little bit. I'm going in with Big Sugar. And it also helps round out the color a little bit more. Okay, she's even on both sides. Next, we're going to go in with my highlighter palette. And of course, you know, if we're doing highlight, of course, we're doing my Flower Beauty highlighting trio. It is such a good palette. So, of course, going in with that pink highlighter shade and my favorite little brush. We want to do my little Half Moon Easy Girl cut crease. Go right in there. Next side. Nice and even again. We're going to go back in with the fluffy brush without anything left on it. We don't want to dip back in, but we just want to blend that line out. Going back in with the little small shader brush, a little bit more of the highlight. We want to go in underneath the brow bone, pop a little of that highlighter in, and then blend down. And when you blend down, you blend out that line from the highlighter to the top of where you applied the crease color, and you make sure it's a nice little smoothed out gradient now. Do it again on this side. Okay. Go back in with the blender brush again. Right over again where the crease was. And now blend that out. Because remember, it's all about blending. You always want a nice diffused look. So you just keep on blending and you'll get there. Okay. Nothing left on my brush on this one again. You can do this as many times as you need to your desired little look, your end result, and I think she's good. While we have the highlighting palette out, we're going to switch over to the highlighting brush. Get the apples of the cheeks and blend up. Nice little stipple motion. Up. Gild along the temples. And since I like the Gilded Lily, I'm going to go in a little bit stronger. Since this is a little bit more of a special occasion look. Okay, so next I'm going to go over to brows. My usual favorite NYX Precision Brow in the color Ash Brown. Switching over to my little handy dandy small mirror. I look up. And draw basically the outline of the brow. When you're going towards the tail of the brow, you want to flick out, small strokes. You don't want to do anything too harsh on the tail, because it could look really, really out of control really fast. When in doubt, take a step back, brush it in, assess. Even if you have to go to the other eye first. Again, small motions, nothing too drastic, because it's always easier to add, but it's harder to take away. Brush out. Okay. Take a step back, assess, make sure they're even. Make sure the length is the same on both sides. Okay. Now we're going to go for the lower lash line. For this, I actually really like the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette in the Aquarius. I like to combine two of the shades. One is like a periwinkle sort of shimmer, and one is a light blue, like a light icy blue. And with a little shader brush, packer brush from Colourpop, I just like to dab my brush into both colors. Kind of wing it out at the bottom, concentrating most of the color on the lash line, and the lower you go, the more diffused you want it out. So just keep on blending. next time. Again, concentrating the color on the lash line. And blend out. And then wing it out just a little. Nice and pretty. Next, I'm going to go in with eyeliner. This is Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Cream, and this is in the color Goddess. We're going to go in and tight line the lower line. If you don't like anything in the inner eye, that tight line, you can also just, again, concentrate on the lower lash line. Okay. Next, we're going to do some mascara. I'm going in with Essence's Lash Princess. Of course, it's a big cult favorite here on YouTube. And you're just going to do a quick swipe. Okay, and if you noticed, that was in one dip of the mascara wand. A lot of people think that they need to dip per eye, and that's only if you really are, if the mascara itself is drying out. But this is such a wet formula that if you were to do that, it would just load too much product onto the brush, and then it's a goopy mess, and then you have your lashes kind of clinging together. You don't need that. So just one coat, one dip of the wand, and I got 2 coats out of it, so that's perfect. But today we're actually going to do some lashes. I know, super exciting. So I have these lashes here, and I'm going to list all the products, of course, down below, so just keep an eye out for that. And I'm going to do a little bit of my favorite Duo Lash Glue. And I like the little brush on because it's so much easier. Of course, with Lash Glue, you always want to make sure that you're concentrating on the corners, of course, with the glue, because that also really helps them stick into place. There we go. With just a regular tweezer, we clamp them together, and then you just use the tweezer to kind of pull your anchors on each side where you need it. And then I just like to go pinching my way through. To combine my lashes with the lash itself. Again, make sure to anchor those corners, those ends, because that's what helps it last all day. Otherwise it pops. It always pops off on the corner for me. Okay, so on to the next one. I find it really helpful when I'm reusing my lashes to take them and kind of bend it. Helps kind of stretch them out first. And just pinching them together. Anchor them in. Perfect. And then of course to help set them together and kind of make friends, I go back in with a little mascara. And that helps blend in my lashes. With the falsies. And just redo my bottom lashes there. Perfect. What also helps blend in your lashes to your natural eyes is after you've put on your lashes, I like to not really tight line the upper lid because I don't feel comfortable using eyeliner up there. I feel like it tickles too much. But what I do is use a brush, a regular brush, and I dip it into any black that you have. So this is just a little packer brush. Be very careful on the type of black eyeshadow that you go with though, because if it's too dusty or powdery, it will go everywhere. And then I just open up real wide. And of course, if you're wearing contacts also, if it's a powdery formula, then it gets onto your contacts, which is not fun. So I go in really wide as I can open my eyelids. and I just kind of dab it into the root of the lashes. It also really helps kind of cement your lashes in there while it's still kind of just a little bit tacky and still not quite 100% dry. I feel like it also really helps set it. It makes the lash line of your lashes look even thicker. And it takes all but 2 seconds. Good. Okay. So I'm happy with that. And next we're gonna do lips. So it's a full face without a little lip. Just thought I would warm up the face a little bit. I'm just going in with one of my favorite blushes, Ciate London's Matchmaker, and my brush from Beige Cosmetics. And we're just gonna go in just below highlighter. Just warm up the cheeks a little bit. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe, comment, and share below. Thank you.